Welcome back, third graders. We are going to tackle one more problem today, and we're going to go ahead and tackle it. It's right behind me. You can see on the slide that it is 210 divided by 3. So we'll go ahead and tackle it. I'll turn the screen down a little bit so we can see the page a bit better, and we're going to go work to solve this problem here, okay? So I have 210. I'm dividing it by 3. So first thing we got to do, we have to think to ourselves, what does that actually mean? What does that look like? Again, what does it mean? What does it look like in real life? Well, what it means is there's 210, and we're dividing it into 3 equal groups. And I want to model this. And again, because I want to have a picture of it, 210 of something in my house might be kind of hard to get. I don't know if I have 210 spoons that I can then try and make three groups with. But what I can do, similar to the last one, I can use base 10 shorthand to model this, right? Can't I? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And 210, how can I do that? Well, I can model it using, how many hundreds? 2 hundreds. So there's 100, one flat. There's another 100, one flat. What's left? So I've got 100, 200, a 10 is left. Okay, so I can do that. And if I had my base 10 blocks in front of me, I could show that. 210 divided by 3 equal groups. It's a bit tricky to manipulate that though, isn't it, right now? And if I want to make 3 groups, how am I going to do that? If I put this one in one group, this one in another group, that goes in that group, but that's not 3 equal groups, so that's a problem. So what else could I do? Well, if I'm thinking, base 10 blocks, what do I do sometimes with my base 10 blocks? I take my square, I take my flat, I take my 100 piece, and I trade it, right? I can trade it for 10s. Then I can manipulate things a little bit better. So let's make, we know that this is 210, and I know that one flat is how many longs? 10 longs, right? So let's get that going right now. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So there's 100. I need another 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. And then I need 1. So now, third graders, I have this same problem modeled, but now I can manipulate it a little bit better. I can actually start placing these into groups, 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, because that's what I want to do. I want to place them into 3 equal groups. Okay? So I could start drawing that, but also something I can do is I can start thinking about that last lesson, that last slide. What was that basic fact that we talked about? The basic fact. Take a look at our basic fact. Let's look at this problem here. 210 divided by 3. Well, what's the basic fact that can help us with this? 21 divided by 3. If I start thinking to myself, what is 21 divided by 3? Well, I have 21 longs here. I need to divide it by 3. But if I know what 21 divided by 3 is, and I start thinking to myself, well, 21 divided by something times 3 then is going to equal 21. 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 3 times 3, 4 times 3 is 12. I'm getting closer, okay? I can work to solve this, okay? So now I know, I'm going to use my helper fact. 5 times 3 is 15. So if I add another group, 6 times 3 is 18, because 15 plus 3 is 18. If I add another group, 7 times 3, 18 plus 3, 19, 20, 21. 7 plus times 3 is 21. So that means 21 divided by 3 is 7. So that means 210 divided by 3 is, bingo, right? Not 7, but 70. So if I start counting out, I should be able to make here 3 equal groups of 70, and that should be able to solve my problem. So let's look here. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I'm going to go ahead. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There's one equal group that I just made of 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. There's another equal group of 70. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So take a look. What do we have? We have 3 equal groups, which is what we need because 210 divided by 3. How much is in each equal group? 70, because there's 7 longs. And I also know that because 21 divided by 3 is 7. So 210 divided by 3 equals 70. Okay? So third graders, use these basic facts to help us do some thinking. Use this basic fact of 21 divided by 3 equals 7 to help us then solve these larger extended facts. Okay? Head to the next slide and you'll see what the instructions are. Bye for now.